So when Colin was born, we had no idea that he had Down syndrome. It was quite a surprise. They did some testing. We knew, but we didn't know in that, like, there were some features we could tell. So then we come home, and I remember putting him down and, okay, so what do we do now? And then...
So it was about a week, I think, we finally got the phone call from a doctor, and with a verification of what the diagnosis was. And I remember I believe we were in his bedroom, in Colin's bedroom, and I think we both broke down crying. We put out a phone call to the minister of the church that we attend, and I think about an hour or so later, he showed up at the house. And he's sitting on the couch, like holding Colin, it was awesome, like just sitting there talking. And then at some point he finally looked at us and said, "So what are you gonna do about it?" We weren't going to not treat him like we would have treated any child that we had first.
Our friend Zach was doing the plunge with coworkers of his, and when our friend Jory, Zach's wife, was there visiting, she was trying to find ways that she could support us that were a little bit unique, and she said, "You know what, I've got it. We're gonna make a team in honor of Colin, and next year we're going to do the plunge together." And very quickly we came up with the name in honor of Colin, the initials of his name for Cat, and then that's where Cat Crew came from.
Plunge day for me, get up and out of the house by probably 6:30. I like to go around and say hello and thank people and catch up with volunteers and different people that I don't necessarily see all the time, to thank them and just be around the energy and that calm before the storm.
It was 65 degrees out that day. Like, we were out in t-shirts.
At Fundraising? Not fair.
No, the first plunge.
Wasn't last year snowing?
So on plunge day, the kids and I usually get up and start preparing. Colin has to have his breakfast. It's the same cottage cheese and strawberries every morning. We get all our piles together of what we're going to need for the day. Because of the plunge, we got involved in Special Olympics, so that's like another piece to it, where somebody reached out to us and asked us to come to the office. So that's really where it started. Before he wasn't even involved yet. There still was another 2 years to go.
Yeah, I'm not even really sure we understood the concept of what Special Olympics was at the time. We just realized that we knew about it, we heard about it through a friend. Let's do something that brings everybody together and support our family and support Colin's journey, whatever it's going to be. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but we're going to put our feet on the ground and we're going to start moving.
My favorite part of the day was jumping in the ocean. I'm not that scared, but I'm so excited.
As a team, our first year we raised over $30,000, and so Chris and I stood on the beach and we were like, look what people will do to support you. They will jump in the ocean and raise money and come together and be there for you. And so it was very overwhelming. Like, we were incredibly emotional. It is shocking every single time. It's an overwhelming shock, but also, like, afterwards, I'm always like, oh, that felt really good. Like, it felt in multiple ways, like the like release of this big buildup. It's refreshing.
Yes, it's cold. Some years are better than or worse than others, but it's cold. But it's at the end of the day, it's all worth it. So.
Yeah.
Now to see where he was then, not walking independently or standing up on his own, and now he's riding a bike, he's playing baseball, like he can throw a football like with the best of them. He plays basketball, he runs track and field, like he's an athlete.